Hey,
Hi, my name is Sue Skowski with Vermont Volunteer Services for Animals Humane Society, and welcome to our show, For the Animals. Today we have Jane E. King and Colleen Ruff back again. It's for our fourth show. I'll introduce Jane. It's Reverend Jane E. King, and I met her, had the pleasure of meeting her at the Vision of Light Church in Heartland a few months ago. And today's show is Drum to Open Your Heart. Jane, welcome.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. It's great to be here. Thank you for inviting me back. I'm an energy healer, trained in burn and healing science, and I've studied different indigenous cultures and herbalism throughout my life. I had some, pardon me, some health issues a few years ago that steered me toward alternative methods of healing, and that's why I've moved into this profession from the business world. I use different tools in my healing practice. As you can see, I have drums, I have a singing bowl, I have rattles. I also, in my healing room, I have crystals. I use my voice and tone, and I connect in with spirit in whatever way is necessary. I was trained at the Barbara Vernon School of Healing. It's a 4-year study of the human energy field and transpersonal psychology. And I integrate that with all the other teachings that I've participated in over the years, including ceremony, and I also do drum building workshops. You make your own drum. This is my bear drum that I have made to be my healing drum. So I've been doing this. I graduated in 2000, so I've been officially practicing for 12 years now, and my practice is expanding to the Vermont area and also down to the Concord area. So my home base is in New London, New Hampshire.
Can you talk about, we did 3 shows last time.
Yes.
Can you go over them briefly?
Sure. The first show we talked about was grounding into being, and that was working with the root chakra and talking about the importance of grounding and being on the earth and connecting with the earth and being in a slow vibration. And the second show was about the second chakra, and that was opening the sacral area and connecting in with your emotions and your relationships to yourself. And then the third show was about opening to who you are and to your ground of being, and that was third chakra energy, and that's your solar plexus area. And today we're talking about drumming to open your heart, which is the fourth chakra. And the fourth, the chakras, each of the chakras open as they metabolize energy into our energy field. They open us to, they bring energy in to create the aura that is who we are, that holds our body in place.
So what physical imbalances are associated with the fourth chakra?
Fourth chakra, being your heart, of course, is associated with heart disease, heart issues, anything going on with the valves or circulatory system problems, as well as your lungs and breathing and emphysema, or anything to do with the lungs themselves, and anything in this the chest area, as well as moving out into your arms. So if you have anything going on with arms, fingers, hands, elbows, shoulders, that also all comes from this area, from the heart chakra.
Is it emotional too with the heart?
Absolutely, yes. Thanks for reminding me. That's
right.
Most important.
Because I got to say, last time that we were all here, everybody in the studio left very grounded, very peaceful. It was great. Yeah. And we talked about too that it's not only the person that you're working on, it's the energy around.
Absolutely, absolutely. It expands out as I expand, as the client expands, as everyone in the room expands. Everyone watching can also expand and feel the expansion of how wonderful it feels to be in this healing space. And yeah, the heart is about emotional relationships. It's the relationship chakra, about relationship to loved ones. Of course, it's about love. The heart is the love organ, and so that's really the most important thing that I forgot to mention first. But it is relationship with everything, with your loved ones, with the earth, with the trees, with whatever you're in relationship with.
So what types of energy block would we experience with this?
Well, you could, like as I said, heart disease, emphysema, circulatory issues, people who have things going on with the muscles in the back of their neck or the muscles in the back of their shoulder blades, blockages around not forgiving yourself or not forgiving others. Lots of times the big thing for me that I come across is people that have been in a relationship and are divorced or separated from that relationship. There's an anger involved that hasn't been released, and that's held in the heart, and that really can be detrimental to the health of the person who is not able to forgive and not able to let go.
So how does working on the heart restore the health?
Well, it helps to release some of those emotions that are held in the heart and the blocks. What happens is the energy is not flowing smoothly and completely, and the heart energy center, which is wants to bring energy in from the universe into the energy field, many times is going out and sending any energy out and depleting. And so it will deplete the muscle of the heart. It can deplete the whole the energetic system of the heart. It can deplete all the functioning of the emotional center.
And we're interested, of course, on this show about animals.
Yeah.
So how would healing the heart chakra help your relationship with your animal?
Right. Well, we do love our animals, hopefully.
Oh.
And as you work on your heart or any of your chakras or your energy fields, your energy system, you should notice a marked difference between how your animal reacts to you, and especially if someone doesn't have a good relationship with a certain animal you have different relationships with. You'll notice that they're feeling your energy, and as you improve your energy with yourself, it will ripple out into their relationship with you, and they will. It will help them also to not receive the blocks that you're creating in your body or that you're experiencing. So as you help heal yourself, you're also helping to heal your pet, because they are intimately related energetically with us, and not only and physically as well as living in the living space.
I'm just thinking about this question now, but do you ever do chakra work on animals? I mean, we're all animals.
I do, actually.
Yeah?
I brought a picture, actually, a chakra, a diagram of dog and horse chakras that we can actually look at momentarily, just so that you know that we all have chakras. So this is what dog chakra looks like in a colored sense. So today we're working on the heart chakra, which we have a front and a back. The dog has a front and a back too. So as you're working on your chakras, your dog is feeling it, your spouse is feeling it, your relationships, all your relationships are feeling it, because when we're in relationship with others, we're in this energetic dance of life all the time. And as you help your body and your energy to come into balance, it's felt by the other person, and whether they know it or not, their energy is adjusting to it. And for some people, it can be. And when you're working with your dog or your pet, if you've got something going in your heart, many times the dog will take that on. Mm-hmm. I've found that many times with pets, that they'll take on what's going on in our body. And so as you're working on your body, their chakras are also coming into balance because of the resonance that we have with each other. It's a vibrational resonance.
That's very interesting. May I see that?
Sure.
And then you have one with a horse, did you say you brought?
I did. So that's pretty much the same place. So this is the root chakra. This is the sacral chakra, or actually up on the pelvis of the horse. Then the third chakra, and fourth chakra again with the horse. The heart, of course, is in this behind the chest in the horse. And fifth chakra, sixth chakra, and seventh chakra. So it's very similar.
When you do work on chakras, is it a one-time? I know you're doing a series pretty soon. We want to make sure that we get that information out. But is it a one-time fix, or is it, repeated over time? Or
Right.
how does it...
Well, right now our energy is what it is in this moment, and it changes based on our relationships around us and how we move into the world. So when we do chakra balancing, the goal is for the chakra to then remain balanced. However, similar circumstances in life may walk into your life that cause you another, emotional shift, and so it can come back. So the goal is, when I'm working with chakras, is to give you some tools to take with you to help you to keep yourself balanced, like breathing or grounding or visualizations, to help you to keep your chakra balanced. And also when emotional things come into your life, have a better way of handling them so that they won't push the chakra back into the way it was. And once it's been balanced, what we're trying to do is get it to get used to being balanced and stay that way. So helping your emotional system to be on an even keel will help that to stay where it is. Does that answer the question? It
does. I have a few more questions, but I wonder if you have anything else you want to say before we get started with Colleen, and I can ask you the other questions while you're working with her.
I'll just briefly touch in with the Spiral of Life program that I do have. It's a 7-week program, 7 consecutive weeks, one-on-one with me. And each week we focus on one of the chakras, moving up through the 7 chakra, and with the goal of having you be much more balanced than you were before, and moving into a place of a happier life. I think that's the goal: happiness and joy, and having better relationships, being better connected with your loved ones.
We'll have to ask Colleen when she comes up what she experienced when she went home.
Yes, we'd like to know that. We would like to know that. So this is going to be drumming your heart open. So we'll be opening our heart, and I'm inviting people out there that are watching to also just feel your heart as we will be drumming. I may be toning. The way I work is organically, so whatever Colleen's body calls to me to use, whether it's my drum. I also have my singing bowl, which is a Tibetan bowl, which is tuned to the heart chakra, the tone. Or I may use my rattle, who knows.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect.
Thanks.
We'll get started.
Okay. So, here we are with Colleen, and I'm going to check in with you, Colleen, and see how you feel. Anything you'd like to share with us before we get going?
I'm excited.
You're excited? Great. I'm excited too. So last time we touched into your 3rd chakra, and we found a little something going on in the at the root of the chakra, which I wanted to show you briefly. I don't know if you can see it on this little diagram, but 3rd chakra is here, and this is the vertical power current that connects all the chakras. And I had found something like right in here, like a protrusion in the root, as the root went into the vertical power current. And you had told me that something was going on with you in your pelvis. And so it felt like it was actually coming from your 3rd chakra, from that area, and that resonated with you. Could you tell me any more about that before we get going?
I definitely, things kept moving for me.
Things kept moving?
Yeah.
In what way?
Processing a lot of things.
You're processing, and how's this feeling now today?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So we'll check in with it as we move up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, are you okay now? We'll just, I'd like you to just become relaxed. Take some deep breaths, and we can all do that together. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you exhale, allow your lungs to empty completely, and then breathe in, filling your lungs completely. Breathe into your diaphragm all the way down, and hold it. And then exhale, totally emptying your lungs, and relax as you exhale. So every time you exhale, you're relaxing even more. Breathing in the love of the earth on your in-breath, and breathing out what you no longer need out your out-breath. Feeling yourself sink into the table as you exhale. Breathing in love, and breathing out, letting go. And as you continue to breathe, I'm going to go down to your feet as I welcome into this space all of our spiritual helpers that would like to be here now for Colleen's highest and best interest, bringing only love, light, and healing here now into Colleen's life, body, and being. We welcome all of our spiritual helpers here, mine and everyone's in the room, and Colleen's especially, to help us to be vehicles of healing for Colleen, to help Colleen be open to receive this healing. So I always begin with grounding. And I ground by touching the knees, helping you to relax. So as I touch your knees, you'll relax deeper, Colleen, sinking down, helping you to relax. I bring my hands down your legs, and we ground down into the earth together as I touch the bottoms of your feet with my thumbs, and my feet are grounded, and I'm connecting down to the earth. So we're all growing our roots from our feet down into the earth, connecting in with the core of the earth, grounding and settling in. And this slows us down. The earth's vibration is very slow, so this slows us way down, helps us to relax even more, gives me an opportunity to check in with Colleen's energy field and Colleen's body. Gives Colleen a chance also to slow down and really connect in with the earth, because the earth is a very healing energy. She is our mother. We could not exist without her. And so this helps us to really become intimate with the energy of the earth and ask her for help, for support, as she is supporting us and grounding us. And then I will do what's called a chelation. I'll be touching places in Colleen's feet and legs, helping the energy then to balance and to rejuvenate. Touching the solar plexus at the bottoms of her feet and the ankles. And just sort of allowing. And before I did all this, I did a centering ritual that I do to help me to be here and be totally present and commit myself to doing the work of spirit and to ground and to be here for the earth and for Colleen and for all of us. And so as I put my hands on Colleen on these joints going up her legs, I'm checking in with any information that her body wants to give me. And if Colleen's dog was here, I would be, her dog would probably be following us telepathically in this step. So if anyone out there has their dog with them and wants to kind of follow along with feeling my hands on your knees as I go, because you can do that from afar. As I'm working with Colleen, you can imagine that I'm working with you.
Can she also do that for her animal afar now?
Yes.
I know she has one in a different
Yes,
state.
she does. So if you have an animal that's needing help, needing some healing work, then as I work on you, Colleen, you can have the intention, because intention is everything, you can have the intention of this healing being sent through the ethers to your pet, your dog. What's your dog's name?
Gus.
Gus. And what breed is he?
It's a shepherd mix.
A shepherd mix. So that, thank you for telling me that, because that helps me as well. So while I'm working on you, I can also invite here, we all can invite here Gus, the shepherd mix, and have the intention that he is receiving this healing at the same time as we're moving up your chakras and your energy. We're also moving up through Gus's, because he's intimately connected with you.
May I ask, does that also apply to animal and peoples that have passed, or is that a whole different?
Yes, it can work. You can work with people who have passed, and people who have passed many times, and animals that have passed come back to us to help us heal, help us, see the light. And so if anyone gets any impressions of Gus, then now that we've invited him here, that is available to all of us. Any information that Gus may be sending back to us about what his needs are, we may get some impressions around that, either visually in your mind screen, you may hear him, you may smell him, you may just receive a knowing of him, of what he's looking like now, where he is, what he's doing, how he's checking in. Is this okay with him? Is this okay with Gus to be doing this? I'm feeling like it is. And so for demonstration purposes, I'm really not able to sink in the way that I would in a long 1-hour session, because I would be spending more time in sinking in and connecting with Colleen much more intimately than I can here in the studio on camera. But this is the process that we would go through in the healing space. So Colleen, are you getting any impressions of Gus?
Mm-hmm.
What are you getting?
I can see his ears and his tail.
He's using his tail?
Mm-hmm.
So that means what to you?
It's a positive.
Positive, that he's accepting your connection.
Mm.
Great. Is he, do you know if he's sitting or lying down?
He's lying.
He's lying. And do you know what part of his body might be needing attention?
I think his whole body.
His whole body.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he old?
Mm-hmm.
How old is he?
13.
13. Has he made some decisions?
Has he?
Yes. Can you tell?
No.
No. So tell me about your body. I'm going to ask you to check back in with your body, Colleen. How are you feeling?
Good.
Good. Are you relaxed?
Mm-hmm.
You know, some digestive. You probably didn't have breakfast yet. It's too early for you. Just going to move your hand down to here. I'm kind of checking in with the chakras. And I wanted to kind of just feel into this spot before we go to the heart. I know we need to get going on drumming the heart open, which is why we're here.
Can you tell me what you mean by drumming to the heart?
Right. The drum is an ancient tool that connects with the heartbeat of Mother Earth, and it's a symbolic and as well as vibrational connection to the heartbeat, to the sound. It's a primal sound. And so as we drum to open the heart, I'm going to invite Colleen's heart to feel into the rhythm of the drum and to bring her back to some primal, perhaps primal connection that her heart has. I believe that your heart has a thread that goes back to all hearts that have ever lived in your body throughout past lives. So I feel like when we use the drum, it's very primal in that it helps the heart find that thread and connect in and heal the thread back to antiquity, back through time, as well as bringing it forward to the present moment of any karma that's brought through from those past times can then also resonate with the vibration of the drum, the beat of the drum, and it really settles. It can settle in it, and then the vibration can then release by softly letting that the primal sound of the drum echo throughout the field and the fourth level of the field, which is what the heart chakra brings energy out, and it metabolizes into the fourth level of the energy field, and that fourth level goes all the way in as well as all the way out around us, about 2 feet out. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to pick up my drum, and this is a bear drum, and bear is a healer, a healing animal. The bear clan is the healing clan, and one of my totem animals is I am a bear. So we'll begin to drum. I'm going to start with my hand. feel into the heart. When working with the heart, sometimes working above is just as powerful as working right on, as the heart, as I said, the heart center metabolizes energy into the fourth level, which the boundary of the fourth level is in this vicinity. And so working with the field that is created by the heart chakra helps the whole cardiovascular system, helps the whole energy field, and helps the relationships. And so, Colleen, I'd like you to, if you can, express to us any impressions that you received from that drum, from that experience.
The vibrations felt cool.
The vibrations felt cool.
Mhm.
And where did you experience them?
Actually, right in here.
In your chest.
Mhm. And I had spiraling colors in my head.
Spiraling colors in your head.
Mhm.
That's great. That's wonderful. What does that symbolize for you when you get spiraling colors in your head?
That was a new one.
That was a new one. Okay, so we'll sit with that. I don't like to put information into people's minds because colors can mean different things to different people, even though they do have meanings in certain ways. So thank you very much, Colleen. We appreciate your being here.
Stress. Why is stress relief so important?
Well, as we know, stress, we're all stressed all the time. And it's a good thing for us if it's kept at a level, but this society, we're very highly stressed. And what that does is it causes the heart to overwork, it causes the cardiovascular system to overwork, it dilates the blood vessels, it causes different hormones to be flooding into our system to close down our digestive system and put us into that fight or flight syndrome that being active like that over time really impairs the heart, impairs the full functioning of the whole cardiovascular, the nervous system, of the whole body. It gets into this hyper-vigilant mode, and it can cause sleepless nights. It can cause a lot of, pretty much every illness or disease. It can be brought back to stress at some level. So it's detrimental to us in all ways. So learning how to see when you're stressed and to release that stress and let go and learn how to relax is really important.
And can Colleen carry what she's done today back with her when she goes home, as
Yes.
far as Gus?
Yes. As far as Gus is concerned, I know that your pet is always in your heart. So, Colleen, you can continue this healing after you leave today, and have a loving intention, and allow your heart to continue to express it, to well up, and to let that energy kind of go to Gus, and let him know how much you love him, how much you care, and you can kind of visualize it. Visualize a picture of Gus. And your love being like a rose color, just kind of putting him in a bubble of rose, if you can do that. Can you do that? Can you imagine that happening? And that's your heart just telling him you love him and that you want the best for him and you'll always love him. How does that feel? Can you do that?
Thank you.
Thank you both very much.
You're
The
welcome.
next chakra we're going to talk about is
Is the throat chakra, the fifth chakra, and that will be talking about seeding your life. When we speak, we create things, and so talking about the speaking chakra and how we seed things into our lives that way.
Okay, great. Thank you both for coming.
You're welcome.
And
Thank you.
we'll get back to the next show very soon.
Great.
And thank you very much for watching For the Animals. And please join us again next time with Jane E. King and Colleen.
At dusk, there came a turning. There was a moment when all was known. You could feel beauty rising on the breeze, the shapes, the stone.